It is December 17th, 2024. Okay. Last night above Uniontown, I was at a client's house. Now, last week I told you I blew up in my car. I have stress fits. I got all these riffraff from the drug cartel mocking me. And I started working at this one client's home that the house manager is a piece of crap. Drama queen. There's no reason to ever call me unless there's a 911 call or the house is on fire. She doesn't want bother. And that's the least of what she does. Rude, nasty. You report something and she smarts off to you. And she's a snotty bee. Putting up with somebody who thinks they're entitled and da-da-da-da-da, and they're rude to everyone. I already got these people being rude to me. Well, I went to drop some people off, and I wanted to make sure the person walked in the door. I drove around, and I've run over curbs a million times. It's not a big deal. Everybody does. Okay. A lady went, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I was making sure he walked in." "Oh, it's not a," I said, and she said, "Well, just pull over in a parking spot. We don't like people driving around." I said, "Well, I'm sorry." She's like, "It's not a big deal. Just pull over and walk a minute if you're worried about it." Okay, it wasn't a big deal. But one more person said one thing to me. Took the other person, dropped them off, and then I blew up in the car. I mean, this girl I work for, she's like snotty off the chart. Okay. And the other lady wasn't even being rude. She was very nice. Okay. And there was no reason for me to blow up in the car. But I have to put up with these people being extremely cruel. And then her being snotty, stressed. Had a moment in the car. Had people that follow me in the place that followed me. It's like, "Look, I'm sorry I blew up in the car." There was no reason to blow up in the car. I was alone, windows rolled up. Not my fault my car was bugged. I needed a moment. I was already so mad before I even left because I had to deal with Snotty B the night before. Okay? Last night, outside my client's place, one of the officers assigned to me was out there with a lady. "There's nothing wrong with this car." He said, "I know that. She simply ran over a curb." He said, "The police already came, checked it out, and verified there's nothing wrong with that car." Well, of course not. She just ran over a curb. She just lost it because these people are so cruel to her. And she said, "Does she know you watch her?" He said, "Well, yeah, she's an informant. She knows I watch her and the police." And he said, "I taped those women the other day making fun of Agent John that they got him arrested." He said, and what's not funny is nobody can find him, and they think the U.S. Marshals arrested him for letting this happen. Okay? And these women were claiming that they had some kind of court order. They were going to go down to the courthouse and steal her money. Okay? And the lady's like, "I'll take care of it." And they left. Said a bunch of other stuff. Okay? Well, see, the thing of it is, they don't have a court order to get my money. In January 19, they said they had fake paperwork to make it look official. It's not true. Get rid of it. Up in Ravenna, on the Portage County Courthouse, I take that back, on the Portage County Sheriff's Department, said scam alert. They had, the cartel had wrote out fake arrest warrants saying that people were accused and charged of being a child molester. they were to pay $80,000 plus a surcharge ordered by Judge Paul and Officer Thomas. There is no Judge Paul and there's no Officer Thomas. It was a fake court order. Because if you call the courthouse of Ravenna, Portage County Courthouse, only thing in there is my divorce, my alimony, and an FBI case with the Portage County prosecutor's victim activist. That's it. Got it? It's fraud. It's fake. See, on Sunday, 2 days ago, on December 15th, 24, I go to leave. There's women in there where that officer said he taped him. They said, we heard Agent John got arrested for this. That's okay. We don't need him anymore. That agent found out what we were really doing. He hid our money. We found out it was in the courthouse. I got a court order because she was weird with herself. No, I wasn't, bitch. You photoshopped it, your men already confessed, in your own personal stalking tapes. We had special permission from the judges. No, you didn't. There's no such thing. They didn't know about it. What you did is illegal. Where they told people they took their illegal stalking tapes, entered them in court, found me guilty, and nobody told me. And then I had charges. It's a lie. You actually have to be questioned, arrested, brought in front of a judge with a prosecutor and your attorney, find out if the stuff is even admissible, and then you have to be tried and found guilty. I have nothing. Then no court order of being sued and then found guilty and then awarded money. See what I mean? There's nothing. They lied. They're the ones framing the judges. Okay? We heard Agent John got arrested for this. Oh, well, we don't need him anymore. When that agent found out what we were really doing, he had her money. I found out in his courthouse. We're going to go down there with our court order. She was weird with herself. And we have a court order to say that we're awarded the money. No, you don't, bitch. It's fake. I double dog dare you. I triple dog dare you to show up at the FBI Drug and Task Force in Karen. I double dog dare you. And if you don't think every agent in that office knows that doesn't know that you made fun of FBI Agent John, how you fooled him on June 7th, 23, for FBI Agent John fell for the stun at Taser 4, oh, come on now. That FBI agent actually fell for it? You're kidding. Is that what's going on? John actually fell for it. Oh, come on. That FBI Agent John actually fell for the stun at Taser 4. Is that what's going on? Name and title and cackle. Lighthouse Tabernacle and the cartel publicly mocking him. And they sell videos of it. Like a kid said this last summer in Marshall's. We seen a tape of them making fun of Will for this. They either call him Will or John. Do you think that they don't know that you defrauded them? There's no such thing as special permission, honey. It's like the Portage County Sheriff said when I told them they were supposed to set up button cameras stalking me, or they kicked in my door. He's like, that is illegal. I said they're supposed to Photoshop the shower scene in the other room, and they've been confessing in stores. That's illegal. I had bruises I couldn't explain, throwing up, heart racing, infected. They said they were drugging, beating, and raping me and drugging me up and telling me to say where to stop. That is illegal. Everything these people are saying they did is illegal. We had no knowledge of it. And what these people did is illegal. Just like the Ravenna police. Oh, and Abigail Watkins, Portage County prosecutor, victim activist, didn't know about you people either. So you want to say you had special bunny permission? We had special permission from the judges to do all that? No, you didn't. You didn't have no special permission to drug, beat, and rape somebody. Drug them up and tell them to say something stupid. That's racketeering. Racketeering is drugs, threats, harming somebody, and trying to extort money. What they do. Racketeering. Sextortion and cyber stalking. Illegal monitoring is a felony invasion of privacy. The right to privacy over your home. You had no right in my home. The police have told him that, the prosecutor's office and criminal attorney. Dave can't hire Pete on his own, or anybody, nobody could be in my home. So where would you get special bunny permission, sweetie? You lied. You lied. You lied. Just like your men said March 1st to 3rd of 21, they put two clips together, made a porn. It's not her, it's them. Then their tapes are so altered. March 13, 21, the nurse at Mercy Medical, they said the only thing that they had on you was adjusting yourself. The guy's like, that's sick. Said, no, she simply wiped off water with clothes on. He said, that's sick. Said, no, it's funny. She just simply brushed it off. You brush stuff off you every day. Think about it. Huh? She said, no, it's really funny. They didn't have anything else. No wrong saying and no wrongdoing. There was a group of women came down in January 22 on a really cold day. She was in the bathroom in Canton. Once in the bathroom in the gas station, they were outside. We came down to verify. She's never said she did anything wrong before. And when she wiped off that water, she went straight down and didn't expose herself, as if anybody would care about that. And these people raped her. Get the idea? Where in 18, they said they photoshopped all their lies. They made everything up on me. They drugged me and told me to say stuff from the first month of the case on. From that little white man showing up, said he worked for Dave, was using sodium pentothal on me and drugging me up and telling me to say wrong nightgown and tushy lie, and Dave debunked it. I was dressed modestly and I made fun of the back of my knees. He changed it. Then all the other men admitting where I had woke up with bruises before, throwing up, heart racing, and infected, that they were drug beating, raping me out of that home, and they were human trafficking me. And they were drugging me up and telling me to say stuff with amnesia drugs and laughing in my face how they framed me. Admitted framing me March 24th, 22, 1:30. My neighbors even heard him. And drugging me and telling me to say all kinds of crap. In like the last of September of last year, of 23, where that sick family let him use their family's tragedy I had nothing to do with. And that minister making that crappy lie of, oh, you're faking you're sick, and when it was a medication error. That letting them use it, oh, it offended us. 6 months later, it has nothing to do with them, and he calls me a faker and they want attention from it 15 years later. Come on now, that's the biggest scam in the world. Well, when the drug cartel guys was off in the distance when I'm sitting out in Akron with one of the clients, how dare that family say a word to her? That idiot killed that kid. Her father ran a stop sign. I was at home. It was 6 months later when Strange made up that lie. And it's documented medical malpractice and documented medication errors. Okay? It's documented fraud by Altman Family Physicians and Dr. Eli. And then proven I got well when I got off the medication. It took me 9 months to get well. Okay? And then 6 months later, after a traffic accident I had nothing to do with, he had to make up something because he thought I was following his son with his mistress, and here it was my sister following her husband. Got caught and they thought it was me. Okay? Just a baby lie. Oh, you're faking through the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah, right. Talk to a criminal attorney. You can't fake that shit. No, you can't. Okay? The drug dealer yells out, how dare that family ever say a word to her? That idiot killed that kid. we're up in Akron, and the lady in the sky walks by. Even the drug dealers they hired to watch her, they don't even find this funny anymore. Did she ever do anything wrong? No. The drug cartel made fun of the FBI for falling for it. And they already admitted they photoshopped everything. Are they going to do anything about it? We don't know, but none of this is funny. Okay? And I asked her ex-husband if they ever did say it was a medication error, and he said yes. And they did encourage them to sue those doctors. And he didn't say a word and let all those people hurt her. None of this is funny. Okay? They announced it in Akron last year, where in August of 23, Officer Mark on a Tuesday, he told a lady in Kohl's parking lot real loud for the whole parking lot to hear. Okay? Said none of this is funny. He said, did her ex-husband defend her? He said, yes, we taped him. Did anybody ever talk to her? No. Then they had to have framed her. I've never talked to anybody. Think about that. He said, it's been documented and verified she was framed before. Was it the drug cartel? Yes, we've seen them. It's also been documented and verified it was a medication error that made her sick before, and another woman was using her insurance. She's like, none of this is funny. He said, I know that. Where December 9, 21, they told Edith Oakland Apartment that all the tapes before were them and not me, and it was just a bunch of men doing crimes down here. See if someone to stop them. Same day, white men bald with dark eyes distributing food at the Stark County Hunger Task Force on 9th Street. There's only 4 or 5 volunteers. He was actually one of my guards. Came out and said, we always knew the tapes before were them and not her, so we never said a word. Like a cop said this last spring, on a Sunday, he was laughing. He said, that weird with yourself. We always knew it was a shower scene. You could tell it was photoshopped. He said, and the other guy's like, well, it's not even funny. You can tell she was drugged. When they said they drugged her and told her to say it before. I never talked to anybody. I thought it was the dirty well water killing me. The only thing new to me was that house. The well water was orange-brown. We had to get a water treatment system. We're carrying bottled water to cook and to drink. And though I have to shower in it, though, and I have to wash my hands after using the bathroom. Found out it had high doses of iron in it and iron bacteria. While showering in it, I thought it was killing me, giving me cancer or something, because I got all these bruises, I'm throwing up, migraine headache, and a severe personal infection. And here I'm being drugged, being raped in my own home by the cartel. It's documented it was a drug cartel in my home before. So that lady's drug cartel. Running a scam on people. Okay? Where March 20th, 24, they're laughing in Walmart 62 that they made up everything on me. They made up retired Judge Pete to get away with this. Last week, I called my daughter-in-law, Jen, and one of her co-workers had fell 3 feet and hit his head, and they said he's disabled. She said, I don't see how he could be disabled. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, Jen. I said, you told me years ago that you didn't know about that weird Eric. On November 18th, 22 came in Walmart 62. All the tapes before were me and not her. It was my idea to come up with it, my idea to do it, my idea to say it for all these people turned on and they fell for it. You didn't know about the button cameras in the shower scene in the other room? You said that you didn't know about it, yes. I said, the bruises I couldn't explain, throwing up and almost passing out, that you didn't know they were drug and beating me and tell me say weirdo stuff. You said you didn't know about it, yes. My boyfriend's sitting there laughing. All these cars followed me, a lot of them turned off. See, she already confessed on Christmas Eve of 22, where I asked her, do you know where they kicked in my door on the 6th day while we were at the storage unit? Did you know about button cameras stalking me? No. Did you know about a shower scene in the other room? No. Did you know about the bruises, orange, lemon, grapefruit sizes all over me, almost passed out in front of the neighbor by the second week? It kept happening. Did you know they were drug and beating me and tell me say weirdo master stuff? No, I thought you were working too hard and bruising too easy. She said, I didn't know somebody was doing that. I didn't think about it. Kids came out of the room and hugged me. Grandma said, what's going on? How would you like to take a drink out of a Diet Coke? The room go dizzy and black. Wake up with orange, lemon, grapefruit sized bruises on you. Throwing up, dizzy, heart racing, and a severe personal infection, and you think the dirty water you've showered in is giving you cancer, and to find out strange men had drugged, beat, and raped you, and while you were stoned from their drugs, they had told you to say or do something, and you never seen or talked to anybody, or wake up with injection marks and the same thing. How not funny it is. That's where some of the guys that work my case, how would you like to wake up with bruises and not know what happened to you? And if these people wouldn't have told everyone they were the ones violating me and having men violate me, I thought it was a dirty well water killing me. I never seen or talked to anybody for the FBI, and I lost 18 pounds. Danny and Jen didn't know. The kids didn't know. And I told them, I said, I want you to know that Pete Dave hired on his own and that Michelle, they're drug cartel. And they're in the bad drug cartel, human traffickers. I said, I said, one day when I'm over, I'll let you feel the back of my head. I have a dent in my head. My boyfriend said it's the size of a ball peen hammer, like somebody hammered her. I said on 12/21/18, while I was still there, I got bashed in the back of the head, knocked out for 6 hours. The guy left my coma and day stressor. I had migraines for 2 years, and that's why I stutter and slur my speech when I get upset. I said from the head injury. They told me it should have killed me as far as my skull's pushed in. I said there was a white-haired guy with his hair parted on his side, bragged in Bob Evans in January 19 that he did it. And Dixie seen him stalk me several times in Massillon. She's like, Karen, that's not funny. I said, well, I'll tell you what, the U.S. Marshals have been here arresting the people. I said that agent over my case that opened, because I called the FBI on everyone, wasn't there 2 months later. They said he wasn't there anymore. I said, I don't know if he's got arrested or fired. And I said, but he wasn't there 2 months later. I said, the marshal's been here arresting him. And one of my neighbors used to go to Faith Family Church. And where the drug cartel, the big truck guys, showed up at Faith Family Church and were impersonating the FBI working my case. I said, he's seen him. He went to the U.S. Marshals and reported it. And one of the guys from my case that they rescued, he met one of the people they rescued from following me around. She's like, Karen, that's not funny. I said, I know it's not. I said, I keep trying to tell you, Dave was wrapped up in more crimes than you could ever imagine. And if that Pete and Michelle is still around you, they're drug cartel and human traffickers. You better make sure they stay away from you. For Dave hired Pete on his own, it was Pete and his men. I never talked to him. See, that's where I've never met this Pete. And that bill from the Freemasons, where in 18 they said he was telling people he liked me, I was paying people to follow me around. And then these people are admitting to harming me and drugging me and telling me to say stuff, how they photoshopped all their lies, feminine wipes above the toilet in the other room to make me look weird in January 19, all kinds of crazy crap. And that they had drugged me and told me to say weirdo stuff and all kinds of crazy crap in 18 and 19. And they're saying this guy's paying these people to follow me around and do this? Well, he showed up January to March 19, followed me clear down to Minerva. I went to McDonald's before I went to church with my son, John. And the Freemasons and him come in. And I won't look at him. You're paying for people to harm me. I'm not going to look at you. Huh? And said, Bill, you said you like her, and she won't even look at you. You said you had $800,000, and you spent how many hundreds of thousands of dollars paying us all to follow you around? She won't even look at you. No, I won't look at a piece of crap that's having women harmed and exploited. These people admitted as selling kiddie porn to my grandkids' skull and body. You think I'll look at a piece of crap? Do you know they used to say about men that hurt women? They called it the small man syndrome, that they got a small dick and they have to prove their manhood. They think they do by harming and exploiting women. Georgine Volvuso was a Stark County social worker. She said, Karen, this is years ago, men that hurt women. It's a proven study of men in jail that they are child molesters and they hurt women. They are gay and they deny their lust for other men and they take it out on women. Or they are womenizers and the women that they can't have, they take it out on them. So you're still mad, Bill, that I won't look at you? Well, I don't look at people that are so pathetic that somebody you've never even talked to, you're paying to have drug beaten, raped, and photoshopped and exploited. Sextortion is taking a naked picture of somebody without their permission, photoshopped or not, and try to extort money from it. Cyber stalking is button cameras. Illegal monitoring is a felony invasion of privacy. If you weren't linked to the big bad drug cartel, you would have been nailed to that agent's desk, you and Pete. Oh, that guy outside my client's apartment. She said that guy that did it to her has a small man syndrome and he's got a small dick and that's why he's doing it. I'm afraid they'll do something else. That one guy said he controls the drug cartel. Oh, he don't control the drug cartel. Oh, come on now. Where July 8th or 9th of 24, 9:10 in the morning, he's in Altman Billing Department, a drug dealer, trying to fish for information. You could hear him in the background, how he called, he ordered those men to show up here. He paid for them all to come here. He paid for them to do everything to me. He pays people around to follow me around and say, do everything to me. And he only knows I only carried a gun because Dave was controlling and all this other crazy crap. Thank you for implicating Dave. Well, I'll tell you what. Drug dealer Pete and Freemason Bill, you may be part of the drug cartel, but a drug dealer in Ravenna, I extremely doubt you're some kind of big drug mafia lord. Now, if you were the Russian drug lord that was selling people, yeah, I'd believe you have that kind of authority. If you were the king from Texas, the Iraqi fentanyl king, yeah. But a drug dealer from Ravenna, don't toot your own horn, sweetie. You're just fooling people. You have that much authority. You may have called and asked all the drug cartels to come help you run this big scam, and they ran with it. And then you cost thousands of drug cartel guys to go to jail. You weren't kind of sort of setting up the drug cartels to go to jail, were you, Pete and Bill from the Freemasons? Get rid of the competition? You weren't setting them up, right? Because I extremely doubt you got that much authority being a drug dealer from Ravenna. I think you're trying to make yourself bigger than what you are. Because you are no Russian drug lord. And you are no Iraqi fentanyl king. You're just a drug dealer in Ravenna. You may ask them for their help and for them helping you. Cost them a lot of their men's freedom. So, now you're getting the idea why these men are hurting me. They don't even, see, they never even sat and talked to me. They never even met me. And they were willing to set up button cameras and sell me on porn sites. They were willing to sell my grandchildren on kiddie porn sites. They were willing to have the drug cartel guys break in and stab me with needles, lie they have sodium pentothal reports, lace my drink so I take a drink in the room and go dizzy and black and wake up with bruises, throwing up, heart racing, migraine headache, almost passing out, and a severe personal infection, and more human trafficking somebody they've never even sat and talked to, and harming them on that kind of level. What kind of sick bastards would hurt somebody that they never even talked to? Like the nurse from Altman Family Physicians, your ex-husband's a sick, vile animal. Having those people do that to you. That was causing all those symptoms? Well, Bill from the Freemasons and drug dealer Pete, you're a sick, vile animal. And a severe predator. A sexual predator. Now, am I in trouble where it's a drug cartel stunt Drug cartel scam. For it's a drug scam from the drug dealers, human trafficking people. Think about that. They were human traffickers in my home. So who's that lady saying she defrauded Agent John and got him arrested and thought it was funny? A human trafficker. You go to the courthouse of Ravenna. What's there? What is actually there? My divorce, my alimony, and an FBI case. That's it. And it's listed it was a drug cartel in my home before and I was framed. Like they said, trust me, we were never interested in her. Karen's a victim of an occult that drugged her and tried to kill her before. Victim. And these people are admitting they victimized me too. So that lady saying that she had special permission, I told you, up there on the Portage County Sheriff's webpage, said scam alert. Okay? They sent out arrest warrants, the drug cartel. Okay? You have been charged and accused and charged of being a child molester. Okay? You have an $80,000 fine plus a surcharge. If you don't pay it, you will be arrested. Ordered by Judge Paul and Officer Thomas. There's no Judge Paul. There's no Officer Thomas. Just like there was no retired Judge Pete. And there's no special bunny permission. And there's no charges. There's no court order to get the money. It's all fake. Where they said in January 19 they had fake paperwork to make it look official, she was claiming she had it. I double dog you, dare you bitch to show up at the FBI with it. Triple dog dare you. Like that officer said, he got you confessed. Laughing at FBI agent John, you got him arrested. And they know that court order is fake. I've never been accused, prosecuted, or found guilty. Never sued, never found guilty, and never told to give anybody money. No court order for nothing. They made the whole thing up. Where they told you they made everything up, they actually did. It's a made-up scam, like the Stark County Prosecutor's Office, the guy I know from there. It's a big fraud scheme. Where they said they photoshopped a shower scene and they laugh at you in front of people in stores. They probably did it's clicking and pasting. My God, with technology, they could take you showering, put you on top of the space shuttle in a spacesuit, and so it looks like you're doing a funky dance. Come on now, we all know they can do that. They can put your head on somebody else's body, change your hair color, eye color, your clothing, change the scenery. They can take words out of sentences, other sentences, tape over, make you look like you're saying something you didn't. Everything's digital. Prosecutor's office said they already know about it. Criminal attorney and police I talked to, and they've known about it for years. It's a big fraud scheme. Fourth Amendment in the house. Nobody could be. They did the biggest mistake. They did it in your home. So Fourth Amendment, the Constitution, police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life with statements in a court order. It's a constitutional right. They did the biggest mistake. And date rape, amnesia, drugs, or sleepwalking. There's over 20 prescription drugs that will make you sleepwalk in high doses without all the illegal ones. They called them mind-controlling drugs. I never seen or talked to anyone. My whole family defended me. And the police taped him. In the case, they kept coming up to me. We drugged you and told you to say this. We drugged you and told you to say that. We framed you. We photoshopped feminine wipes above the toilet. We photoshopped shower scenes in the other room. We did this, we did that. But it's funny she doesn't know what's going on. It's so funny she doesn't know what's going on. And then they said they were exposing corrupt law enforcement in this area publicly, and they set him up to be arrested. This whole thing was to also set up Agent John to go down for this. That's why they were laughing at him. They were all taking a bet down. And then the two drug lords, from where this whole thing is a bet between two gentlemen. One bet he could be so cruel to her, he could push her to suicide. The other one said he could make her give up everything in life and have other people participate. They're drug lords fighting over this area. Winner takes all. And we all know about this one man that also bet that he banked everything that no one would do anything right in this. We all know about him. He thinks it's funny killing people. He thinks it's funny trying to kill people. The greatest hunt is hunting a human being. He's always watching, waiting for you to make a mistake. And as soon as you make a mistake, he's got you. So no matter how the road twists or turns, always make sure you do what's right, because the only way to beat him is to do the right thing. He banked everything that everyone is corrupt and nobody would do anything right in this. He banked everything in it. They all lost their bets when Dave fled the country. I didn't kill myself. I didn't give up everything in life. And the marshals are here doing the right thing. And some of the sheriffs are helping them arrest all these people. My neighbor went down to the marshals, reported what he knew. So if everybody reports everything they know on these people, where the marshals found 45 kids in Akron, all those people that disappeared, some of them are still in Ohio. They could find them. If it was your son, your daughter, your mother, your sister, your grandchild, your niece, your nephew, your friend missing, and they're chained up in somebody's basement, being used as a sex slave, and then will be murdered, wouldn't you want them back? Tell on them. That's why they told you people not to tell, because they, like they said, they want to get away with murder here. It's just the drug cartel. That lady confessed she fooled an FBI agent, and she was framing the judges. Like that officer said, I got her confession. They were mocking him. They got him arrested. I hope they didn't arrest Agent John. I hope they didn't fire him. I hope the FBI lied. And I hope he walks out and arrests that dumbass bitch. I got you. Do the badass thing, John. And then I like my damn money. Like they said out in Warren, we all know John didn't have the authority to ask her to stay quiet. They said he was only bullying her to get the drug dealers. We found out he hasn't been with FBI in a long time. We've all been listening to the drug cartel. None of this is funny. There's a drug cartel doing it. Announcing it out more. I got from May 25th, 21, 8/9/21, January 19th, 22, and February 2nd, 22 of being drugged and told to say it before. Like my one client, I was out with him. He said, Karen, this is crazy. He said, all these people admitting to drugging you and telling you to say it before, and admit to raping you in front of people in stores. I'm like, I've never seen or talked to anybody before. All I had was bruises, and I was getting sick on drinks. I'll tell the police to stay out of it. They confessed to all kinds of crimes and laughed in my face. Do you want the cartel to do this to you? You know what stops them? You tell on them so they arrest them so they don't get a chance to get another victim. Andrew Darabic up there was cyber stalking 7 people at one time. He was getting naked pictures without their permission, trying to extort money out of them, and cyber stalking and setting off hate crimes with them. He's in federal prison 12 years. What these people did is several life sentences of federal prison. Now, do I even care for people to even mention a shower scene in the other room where March 1st to 3rd of 21, they put 2 clips together, put her in a porn? It's not her, it's them. Then what you're describing is showering. Ha 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 ha. She figured out what they did. May 12th, 22 at noon, they found a tape of them admitting a shower scene in the other room. May 26th, 22 at noon, the shower was done on purpose to make you look weird, admitted to framing me. March 24th, 22, 1:30. Eric, one of the drug dealers, made fun of everyone for falling for a stunt of tapes before November 18th, 22, and June 7th, 23. Lighthouse Tabernacle made fun of FBI agent John, how they made a big fool out of him. You know, construction workers up in Akron said that it was like a mean teenage stunt that went too far. Cyber stalking her, setting up button cameras, photoshopping that shower scene, and then roofing her and telling her to say stuff. But they were beating, raping her, and it went way too far. But it was like a mean teenage stunt that went way too far. Okay? They told Edith Oakland apartment all the tapes before were them and not me. It's just a bunch of men doing crimes down here, same day, December 9th, 21, 4 p.m. And then the white man bald with dark eyes distributing food at the Starr County Hunger Task Force on 9th Street said they always knew the tapes before were them and not me, so they never said a word. Let's see. In February or March of 22, they told people in Navarre that Pete ordered everything drugged, photoshopped, and made up on me. They admitted March 20th, 24, Walmart 62, that they made up retired Judge Pete. They made up everything on me to get away with this. It's all made up. But I really did have bruises, throwing up, heart racing, and severely infected, and almost passing out. And they were drugging me and beating me and raping me, and apparently drugging me and telling me to say something stupid. I never seen or talked to anybody before the FBI, and nobody had the right to violate me in my own home. You want me to keep going? June 23rd to July 4th of 23, in Louisville, they were talking about how they went to a party of their life, at the party, how they fooled everybody into helping out with their stunted tapes before laughing, how they fooled everyone. Want me to keep going? It's documented. I was framed by the drug cartel, and I was a drug cartel in my home before. My one neighbor showed up in the end of 21, beginning of 22. He lives 4 or 5 houses down from my house in Ravenna. Older white guy with a silver car walked into McDonald's on Whipple in Helsondales Road. I'm tired of this. Her ex-husband showed up in a store in Ravenna, screamed out he didn't want his wife anymore, asked all the people in the store in Ravenna to help get rid of her. They all agreed to help. And it was the people in the store from Ravenna that did it to her before. The local drug dealers were in there. I'm going to upload this.